Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 12th episode of Virtually Redundant, a podcast for the soul of your shoes. My name is Daniel, voted best host of Virtually Redundant by the public for a survey I did. I am joined by fine, dining, chippy Connor and can't stop, won't stop, please stop, Darren. any crack?
No, there's no crack on this show. Please best. We're Irish crack.
What's the happy haps?
The what now?
What's the happy haps? What's the happenings? What's going on? What's up?
What's the story in Ballamorny?
Ballamorny. Not Ballamorny.
Yeah. You go for
learn your children's shows. Learn your Scottish children's shows while you're in Scotland.
Do you know the guy who paid PC Plumbing that got like done for attacking someone with like a crowbar or something like that?
What?
Yeah.
I like. Is this like? Has he been formally charged? Is this like speculation? He's been.
No, I think he was formally charged. I mean, we could put it please don't sue us if I'm not true. By the way, and I'm not talking about like an episode. This is not like an episode of Ballamorny that's suddenly gone dark. It's like the actor. I'm not talking about fucking PC. There's an episode of Ballamorny with PC Plum just fucking what's the other character like nail Spencer with a crowbar? No, the actor was kind of done for like assaulting someone with like a crowbar or a stick or something like that.
Fashionable these days, if your career's not going well, you have to amp it up somehow.
I don't think you get much.
The residual checks from Ballamorny weren't good enough, so he decided to up his game.
Crime in Ballamorny has gotten really bad. He has to step it up now.
It's the gritty sequel 20 years later,
I've always had like, if I had like, the budget and the ability, I would love to do all these like really dark spoofs of like kids show. Do you know what I mean? Like do it like Batman Gotham style, like where like Ballamorny is like this dark, disturbing, and weird PC Plum's trying to
PC Plum's
Batman. I'm Plum.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what I've done. Yeah, good times.
So something like that where you just like a murder mystery in Ballamorny or something like that. just like a modern, like the Disney do those whole dark type style of movies and stuff like that. Just modernize it. Yeah, just like modernize a kids show. Like you
talk about like CGI PC Plum. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, fucking CGI the shit out of Ballamorny. But I do have a news story.
Yeah,
to talk about. So this was like dated away back in March, but this is the title: Man suing Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant chain after claiming boneless wings are actually just chicken nuggets.
I actually remember this one, and I think it's because the meat is different and it costs more, so they charge more for the buffalo wings. Then chicken nuggets are obviously cheaper meat to buy than buffalo. So I actually, it makes sense. Yeah, I'd sue too. And it's America, right? It's America, isn't it?
I believe so. Let's a man in the USA. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna, win.
But they're not made from the wings of buffalo. Is that fucking shocker?
No. It's actually like I actually agree with him because I think it's literally. I think I read that story when it came out, and initially I thought it was weird, but I think it's because it should have been like a half price if it's chicken nuggets because if you go buy chicken nuggets and then chicken wings cost much more than chicken nuggets.
Yeah, but boneless chicken wings.
Yeah.
It's like, you remove the bones from the chicken wing and you smash the meat together. Hang on a second, this looks like a chicken nugget. No, this doesn't sit right with me.
I wonder how they did. Like was it like sellotape or scotch tape or how did they put it back together after they peeled it off the wing? Shows my ignorance, Connor doesn't know anything what we're talking about. He's like, "Wow, people eat chicken, man. Just vegetarian over here."
I'm the resident vegetarian here, so I don't even have a fucking clue what you're on about, to be honest.
Oh, that sounds like a great horror, like Resident Evil, like Resident Vegetarian 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It's just me running away from loads of people, yeah.
the introvert that we are, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, Connor's in a restaurant and then someone gets a plate of like chicken wings and then someone's like, get down, and Connor just ducks down so he can't see like someone eating chicken wings.
That's a Resident Evil 2 reference for anyone who knows anything?
I actually quite like that film.
Oh,
I
Connor,
mean,
come on now.
that's
No, I think yeah, but like Connor's trolling here because it's going to be the game fanboys emailing in, going, "No, the game, the films."
the game's good. I'll have you know, the game is better. But no, the that's actually fairly accurate because isn't Resident Evil just about people eating meat?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
boil
yeah.
it down, yeah.
Yeah, it's just about people eating meat. Like, what the kind of meat is human, of course, but and Connor's the vegetarian in it because he doesn't want to eat the meat.
Exactly. So like Silent Green's just a nice family movie. What's the problem with
it? How else would you feel the population?
All right then. Okay, thanks for that.
I was just gonna say, I still don't know what buffalo wings like. Are they from Buffalo or are they not? Like, where's the name come from?
Yeah,
the wings of buffalo. Yeah, buffalo wings. When buffaloes fly. You never seen a buffalo fly?
No, I can't say I have. No.
Okay, and on from that, we'll be right back after this sound, noise, music, whatever I decide after editing. For this segment, I'm calling The Scoop. And it's going to the internet to learn about what's going on in the world and what deep philosophical questions people have in their mind about our existence or who we are.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about, a scoop of Gino's ice cream again.
No, fuck off. No, I'm not talking about fuck this. No, it's. But by the way, listeners, we're filming this at like 9:50 p.m. So Gino's is probably still open, and you should not be eating there at this time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we all know how Daniel feels about people who eat ice cream past 8 p.m. He thinks you're the scum of the year.
So for this one, I'm just going to be. I scoured the internet to try to find like news articles and what questions are people asking at the moment, and I wanted to bring them to you guys because you guys are like experts. You guys are visionaries. You're smart. You're educated. You're well versed. So I want to know what you think. So I'm going to ask you the question that these guys answer, and I want you to respond because these people need help. And where to help, okay?
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh,
okay,
no.
good. Now that you know. Okay. So Reddit user Gino Aaron has posted this. Has anyone ever used add or remove programs to actually add a program?
Oh no! I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I feel like I have, but it's been a while.
Have you ever used it? I haven't used it personally. I've never used it only to remove a program. I've never used it to add a program. Darren, have you ever used it to add a program?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, good. Connor has had it before. So, Gino, Aaron, if you're listening to this, I don't think you are. The answer is maybe. That's the answer you're looking for. Maybe. Okay, this next one, right? I couldn't find the user because they deleted the name after I found it. So apologies, but. Is it okay to marry my stepfather?
No.
So, guys, is it okay to marry my stepfather?
No.
Do you want more context, or would you like to just move on from this?
I think I'd like to set a very firm no. You can give us the context, and then we can say no again.
Do you want the short answer, the long answer? It's like short answer, no. Long answer, no.
Okay. So. This lady posted on the Irish Personal Financial, so it's right here at home, guys. This woman posted, "Can she marry her stepfather?" So don't worry, the stepfather did divorce her mother. Okay, so that's okay, isn't it? Right?
No.
Okay. Moving on.
I'm against divorce. No, I can't. No.
Her. Yeah. Sorry, go on, Connor.
I was gonna say this reminds me of that film director. Was it Woody?
Woody Allen.
Yeah, that guy. He did something like that.
I think he married his cousin or something, or isn't he?
No, he married his adopted daughter. That's what it was.
So this lady, her and her boyfriend, right, are looking to are living with the stepfather, and they want to inherit the land but not pay any capital gains tax. So she's looking to marry her stepfather. So when he dies, she gets the property without paying any capital gains tax, and then she'll go and marry her boyfriend.
That sounds like tax evasion.
Yes, it does. So if you're listening to this, please consult a lawyer because this sounds like tax evasion. So your redundant answer is, please don't marry your stepfather for tax evasion. Thank you, guys. we successfully answered that question. Great advice. Okay. William Pep, 1960, has answered this question. If you take garbage out from the river and throw it back in, is it considered illegal?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you fly tipping if you take garbage that's already been thrown into the river and throw it back in?
Well, it depends on, like, I guess if you're taking it out. I mean, yeah, no, I would argue that you technically are, like, because you took it out of the system, then you took it back in. You know, it unless you put it back in the exact same place. You know, it's you're altering the mess. I would say you are.
I'm more worried about what hidden treasure he saw in the river. So he went in and goes, holy shit, that looks like a briefcase. What's in the briefcase? And he opens it up and it's just like manure or something, and he chucks it back in.
Actually, Dial, this is actually something that I know a bit about, fishing stuff out of the river. So yeah. So you know, the many kind of useless YouTube videos, maybe not useless, like some people enjoy watching them, but there is a YouTube video that my wife started watching, which is someone who has this kind of like really strong magnet, and he attached to a rope, and he'll chuck it into the river and it'll sink, and it'll actually take, and you can get like bikes out of it, and actually motorbikes and like a lot of stuff. So if it's someone like on that caliber, that's probably what they're asking. So that is actually quite a valid question, because if you fish a motorbike out of the river, you know, you're going to have to haul it then to the skip or something like that, where, you know, you might as well he's asking, can you just chuck it back in, because it's not useful.
I've that's actually been popping up. I've been watching. It's a bit like ASMR, you know. I think the guy is called like Bondi. Oh, what the hell was his name again? But essentially, you know, the guy, he was going around Amsterdam and fishing stuff. And now I think they do actually show them putting the rubbish in the bin, so that probably answers that. But yeah, some of the stuff you get out, like, it could be handguns, knives,
Jesus.
You know, money boxes where someone's obviously robbed a bank and chucked the evidence in the river. You know, like, he pulls all sorts of stuff out. I think a BMW on one occasion.
No, so it is a valid question. I think that's definitely a question that it does need to be discussed with your solicitor.
And if you find anything dicey, perhaps call the police.
Exactly.
That's valid advice. So consult your solicitor before taking stuff out of the river and throwing it back in. Very good, Connor. Very good. Hecky Hen 92 asks, with the sexual revolution moving forward, should cousins be back on the table for love is love?
But no. Like, there's just plenty of scientific evidence as to why not.
So I think, there's definitely what Connor said, but remember, we're talking about I think it's first cousins that only increase the genetic mutation. So I think second cousins and beyond are theoretically, quote unquote, fair game. Like, just because there was a news article about that quite recently, about some places where they're in the world where they're like, look, the population diversity isn't that great. You know, second cousins are okay.
You know what they say, Darren. Theoretical love is the best kind of love. You know.
My love is based on very, very theoretical foundings. But interesting enough, have you ever seen the movie Encanto?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
No, but I think I know. It's the Disney animated one where they have like magical powers or something.
Yeah. So basically, like, they're I think it's they're basically, it's about this like town essentially, and the family have magical powers, but the town was kind of locked away from like I think it's the Colombian Civil War or something like that. So the town's like locked away, and then someone mathematically worked out that the town would start to have genetical defects like pretty soon, and they actually pointed like one or two plot points in the movie where like they're like encouraging the daughter to marry this person because this person has no relations, and they worked out in the next like 4 or 5 generations they're going to start getting like mutational defects and stuff like that. So yeah, watching Encanto.
Watching Encanto, if you're thinking about inbred, what? What do you? I don't know what the way to say it, but yeah, if you're interested in.
But you think if a town that was locked away that only had 50 people, you'd only have so many generations before things start to get a bit messed up.
So what's the sequel to Encanto? Is it The Hills Have Eyes?
the Encanto Chainsaw Massacre.
No, you don't get to. No, Darren, go away. That was awful. The Connor's joke made sense because you were all like deformed and the Hill of Eyes. Have you ever seen the Hill of Eyes, Darren?
Yeah. No, it's about like a inbred hillbilly. The hills have eyes.
Yeah. That's 100%. Yeah. No, I'm never going to watch that movie the same way again, man. It's the same thing with like what was it, Cain and Adam and Eve.
Oh God! Oh God! No!
I won't open that.
We've lost our, devout Catholicism, Christianity viewers.
Or if you're Christian, I'm sorry for bringing that up. I mean, yeah.
Please don't stop watching our podcast.
Let's just skirt around that topic.
Yeah, let's skirt around it. Okay, good. We'll be right back after things and stuff. Welcome back. So there's a room where terrible things go. I'm going to call it room 90210, right? Now this terrible room. You could put anything bad here, okay, guys? Anything you want, right? General bad things like cancer and AIDS, they're already there, so don't worry about that. So anything you want gone. So I'll go first, and we'll see how it goes, right? I would like to put in roundabouts into room 90210.
Roundabout. Oh, right. Okay, roundabouts. Yeah.
Roundabouts.
No.
No, fuck you.
No, come on. No, roundabouts do actually have a pretty fucking important purpose. Could you imagine like a 6 exit roundabout fucking light junction? You'd be there for like ages, especially on non-busy time.
Well, like you can always like do what the Americans kind of do and like have it like go up high and like go off ramp like and go around like so there's like these high roads going around.
The Americans have the best like road network ever. Don't they? There's no traffic jams in America. Yeah,
I'm just saying roundabouts are just simply like you see it there. There's this small little road and it's a T junction and they go, let's fucking put a roundabout there that's not longer than an arm's length. Like it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
It's a mini roundabout. Do you want to? Is it roundabouts or mini roundabouts?
Okay, fine. I'll focus on mini roundabouts. Does that make a difference?
Roundabouts? Fair, that's fair because mini roundabouts are basically just a speed bump in the middle of the road that's shaped a circle. So
yeah,
exactly. I'll give you a mini roundabout, but not a fucking actual. Like
regular roundabouts are cost effective compared to what you've just suggested. And they do work. Like I've seen where regular roundabouts have been taken out in favor of traffic light junctions, and it's a bloody nightmare.
Yeah, no, same. There's been several places that I've interacted with that they've taken out the roundabout and put like a 4-light junction in, and it's absolutely terrible. Like honestly, you're just sitting there going, "Oh my god, there's no traffic." Please, like I would agree with you only on the caveat that it has to be replaced with like proper smart lighting system.
Yeah.
So like, you know those modern ones where you drive up and it detects that you're the only car, so it lets you through. Like in a smart city, proper. But no, for every time they put in lights, it's just like, no, you have to wait here 3 minutes, and then I'll do the next light for 3 minutes. And like, oh my god, there's no cars there. Please, just fucking let me go. So I'll give you
definitely the mini roundabouts. Like where I live, like there's definitely a lot of these small roads, very small, and you just put a roundabout like again arm's length, and it makes no like. Yes, it allows everyone to have a turn, but like if there's a lot of traffic moving both directions that there usually is because it's a T junction, you don't get out anyway because there's a constant supply of traffic.
Yeah, definitely for mini roundabouts, it's a bit more of a hassle, but larger roundabouts, like you have the opportunity to kind of drive out when the cars are like far away from the roundabout and stuff like that, because it slows cars down as they come onto the roundabout. They have to start, and then you have the opportunity to kind of get onto the roundabout and out. Funny enough, like in some places in Scotland, they just call them circles, so it gets a bit confusing because like you got to go down and you take at the next circle you go left. And it's like, I'm coming up to a circle. What do I do? How do I hand up the circle? So it was a bit confusing when you first get there, but yeah, it's easily solved.
Okay, so you guys are going to put it in, correct? You're going to put it into room 90210?
Mini roundabouts.
Mini
All right,
roundabouts.
mini roundabouts. Okay, thank you. That mini roundabouts goes into night room 90210.
I vote to put Daniel in.
No. No, fuck you. No, I'm not going in. Okay,
No.
make your case. Make your case, man. Come on. Make your fucking case.
No, you keep derailing the podcast, Joe. We've spent ages editing off some of the tangents, and yeah, that's my case. What do you think, Darren?
I'm just doing a bit of research into 90210.
Okay. I think it'd be more logical to put in like Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. That's a lot of the tangents there.
Well, that would make Picard episode 3 very confusing.
That would be very true. Yeah, season 2 wouldn't exist then.
Well, no, it would exist. You would just be introducing the entire fucking storyline that they never decided to make a TV series. Could you imagine if like a TV series came along and just decided to say, by the way, we never made a TV series about this, but just imagine this like war, right? And this war was kick ass and all this plot point happened, but like, just fuck it, like ignore that. This is Picard, but this is Picard.
No, it's not kick ass. You said kick ass. It's not kick ass.
No, but the war was kick ass. The Dominion War. I'm talking but if you never made Deep Space Nine, but you were talking about it as a series, you would be like, oh yeah, we're going to do this kick ass thing. But don't ignore that. We're not going to make a TV series about that. We're just going to talk about that. Imagine if like, what TV series can I think of? Like I don't know, like. I was going to say Game of Thrones, but that ended so poorly. Everyone's going to be like, no, it's still ended shit. But, imagine a TV series that ended actually decently and they came along in the last season and be like, by the way, there's this entire amazing thing that happened, but we're just not going to talk about it like much because we want to talk about this story specifically.
So we're putting Deep Space Nine in, yeah?
Nah. I mean, some people did like it, in fairness. Like, I don't know who. I don't know. Maybe if any of our listeners like it, please let us know because, you know, we want to pick your brain about it. Maybe Daniel can berate you for 30 minutes about why it's so bad. But, you know, like I'd like to be interested in, you know, I mean, Voyager wouldn't have happened. Well, no, Voyager didn't really. I mean, it took off from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, it took off from Deep Space Nine, and yeah, but I suppose you could take off from anywhere, really.
Yeah, they could take off from the 7-Eleven or something like that.
If I can't have Daniel, I'll vote for e-scooters then.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Why though? Why?
Well, because I nearly get run over by one every single day. So they fly up the footpaths, they fly in the bike lanes, they fly out in front of the car when you're least expecting it, usually off a footpath. And there's no rules of the road seem to govern them whatsoever. You know, they just technically they're illegal. They don't exist because they haven't been regulated for. And you know, the people driving them, therefore, they don't know. Do I drive them on the footpath? Do I drive them on the road? Do I drive them in the bike lane? Fuck it, I'll just drive everywhere all at once. You know, everywhere, everything all at once, you know?
Maybe they're just trying to put you in room 90210.
Maybe permanently, yeah. We don't get out of that one, yeah.
Oh, no, the purpose of you don't get out of room 90210, Connor. Don't you notice?
Yeah, I mean, haven't you read 1984 90210 edition?
I've not read the 90210 edition, no.
Animal Farm 90210, you haven't read that either?
War of the 90210s? No, you haven't read that either.
No, I can't say I have.
Sophie's 90210 choice? No,
no, not Schindler's 90210
either. But
we're not putting it in me, right? So we're not putting it in me, but scooters. I suppose, yeah. So if there was regulations like about where they could go, would you be happier?
Well, I don't know. It's people follow the regulations. Next problem.
Well, put the people in. Put e-scooter riders in it. How about that?
put millions of people in. Well, yeah. What can go wrong? But I agree. I actually completely agree with Connor because they can go like 20, 30 miles an hour on a footpath. So if they hit you, you probably could die from it. Like in fairness, or the serious bodily injury. It is actually banned in like the UK on like most places unless you're like operating on private land because you could be walking in a path and someone going 30. Imagine a car driving on the footpath going 30 miles. Like it definitely. I think it needs to be heavily regulated, be like strictly enforced. And
I'm in for putting it in. Darren, are you in?
Yeah. Just get rid of it. Invent something new.
Okay, they're gone now. All you scooter riders, fuck you. Okay, Darren, do you have anything to put in room 90210?
I'm trying to have a think. Actually, I don't know.
Your hopes, your dreams.
My sanity. Haven't seen that in a while. No, I think I'm pretty content with my life. No.
You suck, man. You suck.
I
How about DLC? Would you put DLC in?
DLC. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, sure. Could we do that? No,
I wouldn't to an extent. It depends.
I mean, there's like downloadable content. Yeah, I do. It's like some monkey hand situation. It's like downloadable content has been, so now nothing can be downloaded ever again. And then it's like, oh no, we're all screwed. Oh God help us! So there's no downloading. Internet disappears. We're thrown back thousands of years.
This isn't monkey paw situation. This is just, should game developers primarily allow DLC content? Full stop. Whether it's a full DLC that's like a lot of content or not. Like, should it be a separate? Should everything be either a separate game?
I miss expansion packs.
Yeah, I think if it's done in the guise of an expansion, like, fair enough. Maybe it goes back to the quality versus quantity. If someone says, "Oh, this is just a skin and that's 20 quid or whatever," like, all right, yeah. I wouldn't rule against DLC as such. I think it's more the implementation of the DLC that's the problem.
I'm happy with cosmetic. Well, I mean, cosmetic DLC is okay in my books because at the end of the day, you might have a free-to-play game, and that's the way the developers make money. And if it doesn't impact gameplay or anything like that, then like no harm, no foul. But I think, if you're talking about like fucking horse armor, everyone goes back to the horse armor. If you ever like chat to anyone, they can point back to that horse armor DLC for the Elder Scrolls Oblivion as like the beginning of the end of kind of the modern way we do games.
I'd probably more go after microtransactions in the guise of like Dungeon Keeper, where it's like click to
yeah.
I think that's the bigger problem. Like, DLC as such, it can be good. I'd probably get railed for that,
but our one listener is going to be fucking emailing you.
That's the straw that broke the camel's back.
I think I would throw pay to win. Like, ignore DLC, ignore everything else. If you're going to throw anything, pay to win. Like, you should not have to pay to, whether it's a single player game or multiplayer game, pay to kind of do better than other people. Because if I just wanted people paying to beat me, I just fucking live my normal life in a capitalist society.
Ooh.
Well, that's everyday life, yeah.
But, that's just reality, right?
Well, on that point, do you remember Tribes Ascend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So that came out, really fun, really worked. There was some great little tournaments between two very popular messaging boards on the internet. Cracking good game. It's a good laugh. And then they introduced pay to win mechanics and absolutely destroyed it and abandoned it.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was bad.
I think I feel like League of Legends or something like that model kind of works where you can pay for like additional stuff, but you can still get access to that stuff if you really wanted it for free. And it doesn't actually impact it because the game is balanced. Like, if you did something like that, I would completely kind of be on board, and I think that definitely works as a like monetary policy, in these games. But definitely not like you have to pay money to get access to super cool weapon 1, and that gives you a bit of an edge.
Oh yeah, no. Well, pay to win, goes definitely. Like, I don't think anyone argues with going to TIG. And on top of that, anything that's included in the, now I know this is an old archaic term, but anything that's included on the disc but you have to unlock should never be the case. Remember, games used to say, "Oh, like here's this thing DLC. It's like 99 cents or €1, but it's like you don't download anything. It just literally unlocks something for you, so it's on the disc. That should never be allowed, in my opinion."
Yeah, no, I think I'd agree with that because you're actually shipping something, and then, like, imagine you bought a shed from the hardware shop, and that shed arrived with a lock on the door.
you bought your shed from like a back alley person, and he's like, "Where did the shed come from?" He's like, "Who wants to know?"
I like that analogy. Yeah, I think it's a good one. Yeah, definitely. 100%. And then you have to pay extra to fucking unlock it. Fuck you. We'll be right back after these messages. back to our quiz segment now. So, Darren, can you give us the answers to last week's quiz?
So the first one was the really great sibling film. And the answer to that was the Super Mario Brothers movie.
That's a good one. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, definitely a good one. Yep.
Which one?
The Bob Hoskins one. What else? The de facto definitive edition one, you know? The next one was Caves and Lizards Glory to Take Things. And that was Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
Very good. They're both good. They're both very good ones. Okay.
Very good ones.
Very good ones. So this one, right? My first one is he's not wearing any underwear.
Don't blurt that out loud. Why did you tell those people, Dale? I am. You don't lie.
He's not wearing any underwear is the first one. And the second one is that astronomical object comprising a luminous spheroid of plasma held together by self-gravity was just created.
Yeah, what?
The second one is that astronomical object comprising a luminous spheroid of plasma held together by self-gravity was just created.
Has it got Cillian Murphy in it?
No.
I know what movie you're thinking of.
Because
it does have Cillian Murphy. I know what movie.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have Cillian Murphy in it. Like, no. But no,
why not? He's a treasure. What do you have against Cillian Murphy?
So the first one was he's not. So yes, Cillian Murphy is a fantastic actor. I seen him actually in. I seen him in. What's that movie? Quiet Place 2. He's really good in that as well. I didn't enjoy the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It felt very nothing really happened. It wasn't very good. Like compared to the first one was brilliant. The second one, not so much. But Cillian Murphy definitely was great in it.
Oh yeah,
at least it wasn't false advertised. You know, they said it was going to be a quiet place. You know, quiet movie.
You weren't very quiet. Anyway, so first one, he's not wearing any underwear. Second one is that astronomical object comprising a luminous spheroid of plasma held together by self-gravity was just created. We'll be back after these messages.
We don't have any ads yet.
We'll be back after these messages.
Do you need hemorrhoids cream?
Do you like video games? Well, Raid Shadow. So today I was asking the guys some questions. We talked about some putting stuff into rooms, 90210 rooms, and we did our quiz segment. So any plans for the week, guys?
Well, I think for the next podcast, I'd like to get us back on topic and start talking about technology again. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, technology is great and all, but it's no 90210.
Isn't 90210 the technology we've made along the way?
I'm going to watch 90210. That's my plan for the week.
I've never actually watched 90210. I just always pick it up. It's such a nice name, you know. Any plans for the week, Darren?
Sleep. Remember, if you can give me sleep, please email virtuallyredundant@gmail.com.
If you're someone who can provide sleeping and you can give that to Darren, come and sleep with Darren at virtuallyredundant@gmail.com.
I want my DLC sleep, please. I have to pay to unlock my sleep.
It's a microtransaction.
I hear microwave people. What are you cooking, Darren?
Yeah, it's the dishwasher.
And Darren's gone again. Quality.
It's the dishwasher. It's going to beep until and you're going to be like, guy, Darren's got like a bomb in his flat or something.
So if you want to sleep with Darren, please email at virtuallyredundant@gmail.com. Okay, that's it. That's our outro. Thank you for listening. I'm Daniel. We also have Connor.
Oh yeah. How's it going?
And Darren.
Yeah, bye. I'll see you next week, I guess.
Bye. And he don't stop running, 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 and he don't stop running. Kill it, Connor, for fuck's sake.
Join us next week for AI the Musical.
And he don't stop running, 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 and he don't stop.